Good morning to all. In the U and ICP, the unit number is 2, which is utilities. Okay, so previously we discussed the various types of hard water and soft water. Then, after we discussed the procedure to uh, procedure to make hard water into soft water. Okay, then the next is that it is the uh, second part, which is the utilities. So utility required for the plant is that there is an air or stream, water, and the inert gas are the utilities for the any conventional processes, for any processes in the industries, which is the basic utilities. In the basic utilities, the electricity is also be considering here. First, introduction. And any chemical plant requires raw material in order to produce a final product. It also requires various other services called utilities for smoothly carrying out the processes. Utility is neither a reactant or a product, but utility are required for maintaining adequate continuous continuous of a manufacturing unit. Unity is neither a reactant. યુટિલિટી એ છે એ શું છે? કોઈ પ્રોડક્ટ નથી કે કોઈ રિએક્ટન્ટ નથી, પરંતુ એ શું છે? એ છે મેન્ટેનિંગ condition of manufacturing unit. So common utilities are air, inert gas, water, steam, fuel, refrigerant or coolants, liquid nitrogen for uh, cryogenic use, etc. are the common utilities are used in the chemical industries. Utility also include electric power. So power plants are also considered as a part of utility. Utility area is an important area of chemical plant. So this may house various boilers, large compressors, refrigeration system, air conditioning system, water treatment plants, cooling tower, etc. So the utilities are including electric power. The power plant are also considered as a part of utility. Utility also include electric power. So power plant are also considered as a part of utility. Okay, એટલે કે પાવર પ્લાન્ટમાં ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી જનરેટ થાય છે. વિધાઉટ ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી it is impossible to work any, or the product will be produced, or the machinery will be start. So electric power and the power plant are also the basic utilities. Utility area is an important area of chemical plant. This may house various boilers, large compressors, refrigeration system. Okay, this is the efficient management of utility that generate profit. Otherwise, bad management of utility can make even the most profitable process unprofitable process. જો ખૂબ જ વ્યવસ્થાપૂર્ણ પ્રમાણે જો યુટિલિટી સપ્લાય ના થાય તો જે પ્રોફિટેબલ પ્રોસેસીસ છે એ અનપ્રોફિટેબલ પ્રોસેસની અંદર કન્વર્ટ થઈ જાય છે, and the lost will be occurs. The utility helps to maintain the proper process condition like pressure, temperature, without which is will be impossible to carry on the process. આના વગર કોઈ પણ પ્રોસેસ પોસિબલ નથી. Currently, most of the engineering practice are aimed at reducing the consumptions of utility because of the productions of utility, whether it is compressed air, steam, and etc. requires energy, and energy is becoming the costlier day by day. So, efficient utility management doesn't end at the cost cutting. If utility supply is not proper, then the equipments may be not last their full life. For example, steam at higher temperature than desired enters at heat exchanger. The heat exchangers may be damaged. So this is the example. So the utility supplies it properly. Some property of utilities. First, they are generally reusable. Utilities જે પણ હોય છે that in the form of reusable અને ફરીથી યુઝ કરી શકાય એવું હોવું જોઈએ. Their compositions does not change. Their composition એમાં રહેલા compositions change થવા ના જોઈએ. They cannot be stocked, so regular supply is must. જે utilities છે એનું regular supply is the most important. So air, so compressed air is the supply in industry side for two main uses. For first, plant air, or second is instrument air. And the plant air is for general use, and the instrument air is for the control system, pneumatic valve devices, extract. એટલે કંપનીની અંદર જે ઓટોમાઇઝેશન્સ હોય છે બરાબર, તો એમાં જે કંટ્રોલ સિસ્ટમ છે એ શાના પર વર્ક કરતી હોય છે? pneumatic valve, જે એરથી ઓપન અને એર ટુ ઓપન અને એર ટુ ક્લોઝ વાલ્વ હોય છે. Both of these duties requires pressurize air at typically 6 to 7 bars. Both of these duties require pressurized air typically at 6 to 7 bar. Plant air does not always need to dry, but is always filtered to prevent dust contaminating tools using it. આ બંને યુટિલિટીઝની અંદર જે પ્રેશર જે છે એર એ છે કેટલું જોઈએ છે? 6 થી 7 બાર. Plant air does not need to dried air, but it required to filtrate prevent the contaminating tooling using it. Instrument air is tried to prevent condensation and water gathering in the distribution system and control mechanism. Often for convenience, plant air and instrument air with suitable treatment share the same compressor. The instrument air should be free from solids, oil, noxious gases, and any corrosive material. Solid content should be less than 0.1 gram per Newton meter cube with particle size less than 3 micrometer. Okay. Second one is inert gas, generally used for making system inert for process work under the intercondition. The main inert gas used in the industry is nitrogen and argon. Nitrogen and argon and carbon dioxide are used for the inert gases. Other inert gases include helium, krypton, xenon, and neon, but they have very specialized application. એટલે મોસ્ટ ઓફ ધી કેસીસની અંદર જે રેગ્યુલર યુઝીસ છે એવા ઇનર્ટ ગેસીસ જોઈએ તો શું છે, નાઇટ્રોજન, આર્ગોન અને કાર્બન ડાયોક્સાઇડ. અધર ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ ગેસીસ જેમ કે હિલિયમ, ક્રિપ્ટોન્સ, xenon and neon, but they have very specialized application. But in the some specialized application ની અંદર યુઝ થાય છે. Inert gas are used for purging and blanketing. Purging is done to exclude air period to start up or to drive out hydrocarbons to shut down. Next is fuel. This is essential utility required for heating, steam generation, burning purpose, etc. It can be solid, liquid or gaseous. સોલિડમાં કોલ્સ અને વુડ્સ ને ઘણા બધા હોઈ શકે છે. લિક્વિડમાં ફ્યુલ ઓઇલ અને લિક્વિડ્સ હોય છે, અને ગેસની અંદર નેચરલ ગેસ. Then next, water. Water is most widely used process utilities, and water is classified as first process water. Water used by industry to produce a product or affect a process is known as a process water. Second is potable water. Potable water is a drinking water. It contains the impurities that are safe for human health. Potable water. It is a drinking water. It contains the impurity that are safe for human body. Cooling water. Water at a low temperature used to remove heat from the process equipment like cooler. Hot water. Water at a high temperature used to heat within the process system known as a hot water. Fifth is fire water. Water used for extinguishing fire in emergency fires, like in known as a fire water. Boiler feed water. It has a fewer amount of impurities that can use uh, corrosion within the boiler vessel and equipments using that water. Some special components are also added into the order to get specific properties like an anti-foaming agent. And the seventh is the wastewater. It contains lots of impurities and effluent. Next is that steam. It is flexible and widely used source of energy for heating and for generating power within the typical refinery. Steam is normally through, not invariably distributed at three pressures. High pressure steam, it is used for generating power, process heating duties, etc. Second is medium pressure steam, typically used for process heat exchangers as a supply to small turbine drives. Low pressure steams, medium pressures, typically used for process of heat exchangers and supply to small turbine drives. Low pressure steam, it is used for heating services including process heat exchangers, tank heating, line tracing and miscellaneous services. Okay, so these are the other parameters are thermal fluid. This is down thermal, seal thermal, down fast, and down cares, which is heating medium or very high temperature pressures. Thermal fluids are used for the heating purpose, very high temperature and pressure. Steam such becomes an economical and used as a fuel that can be without any appreciable damage and property.